Good morning, Jones and Naturals. I am coming to you today to talk about hormones and body odor. And let's see, I'm still getting used to the Facebook Lives and the other platforms and live videos and things like that. So I'm going to take a moment, see if anybody joins us. I've had my workout this morning. I had my protein shake, my second cup of coffee, and listen, let me tell you this before I get started in my conversation because it's based off something that happened at work. But my son just came outside on the patio. As you can see, I'm outside chilling today. My son came out on the patio and was like, "Mom, I think there's an animal in my room." And I was like, "What?" And I jumped up, and all of a sudden I'm shaking because I'm like, "Well, why you didn't go wake up your daddy?" And so he was like, "You ain't got my back." No, I don't have your back today. I do not. You go get your daddy. My son's room, outside my son's room, there's a patio where we keep the trash bins, and they go outside and take the trash out. And now sometimes my kids, they leave that door open, like when they have to walk the trash can around the house. So, oh my gosh, he was like, "I think there's an animal that's in my room up under my bed," and I was like, "No." So everybody's running downstairs with flashlights and trying to figure out what it was. Come to find out, my youngest son, left the water hose on, and it was making like these weird noises, and so everybody's like exhaling and wiping off all the sweat and stuff because it freaked everybody out. And so anyway, I had to share that moment. So yes, back to what I wanted to talk to you all about. So I was at work earlier this week, and I work with young children, and I'm sitting up there sweating. I'm sweating and I'm sweating, and normally this happens like once a month, and I'll get into it, but I'm sweating. And of course, I feel like I'm breaking through. I'm having like breakthrough odor, and I'm like comfortable with my co-teachers or whatever, and I'm like, "Y'all smell me?" And they was like, "Miss Jones, and we don't smell anything." And I was like, "Y'all, if you can smell yourself, other people can smell it too." And so I had went to the restroom, and I was just sweating, and I'm thinking to myself like, why am I sweating so much? But it took me a minute to remember that when I have hormonal changes, I start to sweat a whole lot. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. So what hormonal changes do women go through that causes excess sweating? It can be thyroids, it can be menstrual cycles, it can be menopause, it can be stress, it can be all of these things that disrupt our body. Our hormones go crazy, which is weird because a few years ago I had a hysterectomy, and so I didn't realize how I would still be having symptoms of my cycle that happens once a month. But actually, I think right now it's just really me ovulating. And during that time, I get really irritable. My body is just like going crazy. I'm sweating. And as you know, is when your body starts sweating, if you don't have anything that combats that bacteria that's forming on your wet skin, then it's going to cause body odor. So although normally when I use my natural deodorant, I can go all day, literally all day. If I fall asleep and wake up the next day, I'm still good. So my natural deodorant holds me for a long time, but I'm realizing that when I'm having these hormonal changes, or I'm going through different things in my life, and you know my body is reacting by sweating, I tend to have these moments where I have to clean myself under my arms and reapply deodorant or something like that. But that's natural. So when your body sweat, whatever you put on is going to be interrupted because your body is going to sweat, and your armpits is no different when it comes to that. So if you're wearing deodorant, even store-bought deodorant, you might find that, certain times of the month or certain things that's going on in your life that might cause some excess sweating, you might have breakthrough odor, and that's normal. Nothing is meant to last 100% all the time. So my son is looking at me, and so I'm just like, no, I'm not coming looking for nothing. Don't interrupt me. But yes, so don't feel like something's not working for you. Don't feel like your natural deodorant is not. It's okay for that to happen because that's natural. But even if you're wearing store-bought deodorant, you're going to have those breakthrough that breakthrough body odor. Antiperspirants don't keep this from happening. Ingredients with bacteria fighting properties do not keep this from happening, because your body is literally sweating and pushing those things out of your pores. So just know that when your body is going through these changes and it's reacting by sweating, you might have to clean yourself and reapply your deodorant. But no, don't never think that, oh, my natural deodorant is not working for me. It's not that. Like I said, women go through so many different changes in their life. There's so many reasons why our hormones go crazy, like I mentioned before, thyroids, menopause, menstrual cycles, stress, and our body react to these things by sweating. So I wanted to share that moment with you. That was something that happened to me at work last week, and so I wanted to jump on and continue to encourage you to continue to use your natural deodorant, because there's going to be certain times during certain times during the month, especially if you're if you're ovulating, or you're about to start your cycle, where your body odor is going to start changing because it's reacting and sweating. So go ahead and continue to use your natural deodorant. Stick with it. If you're considering changing to natural deodorant, try detoxing your body before switching over. But we go through these things as women, and it's important for us to know the changes that happens to our bodies, and how we should deal with that, and know that it's not a bad thing. It's life, and it happens to many of us. So check us out on my YouTube page, Jones and Naturally. You can find me there. One of my customers sent me a video of her doing the detox routine. So if you want to check that out, she sent it through the support at jonesandnaturally.com, and it was amazing. She walked through all of the steps that came in the instructions of the detox kit, and she literally shows you how to use the detox kit. You can find us on Twitter, Jones and Natural, Instagram, Jones and Naturally. Thank you for joining me. Ardenae, you are a rock, and you are amazing. Thank you so much for your support and your love, and you all have a blessed day. Thank you again for joining me. And I'm going to do like Clubhouse do. I'm going to end this video in 3, 2, one. Have a blessed day.